Before we begin the show today, we want to give a big shout out to
our friends over at Buzz TV have been making waves in the streaming community last year, and they're continuing to take it to a next level this year. They have some really interesting devices that we talked about on our Beyond the Streams interview with them. So if you missed that, make sure you check it out. And in the description below, there's going to be coupon codes so that you guys will continue to get the best deals from Buzz TV.
And let's not forget our friends over at Omni Labs. These guys have this really cool robot that you could do telecommunications, have a telepresence. Now, what exactly is telepresence? It's literally being there and not being there at the same time. You could remote into a robot, and with that robot, you could pretty much control it with any device, any kind of cell phone, tablet, computer. You could move it around the office. You could move it around your grandma's house, your parents' house. There's so many things that you can do with this robot. Make sure you guys do check out Omni Labs Robotics.
Make sure to subscribe to our channels and the podcast, and always leave us a comment or a review to let us know how we're doing and what kind of content you're looking forward in the future. With all that being said, guys, let's start the show.
Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Streams. Right before we were about to hit record, I noticed something. I have to say something on record here because this normally doesn't happen. Where Next Level's drinking a Monster. It's usually me drinking an energy drink, and usually if I'm, he can tell if I haven't had my coffee or my energy drink. He's just like, "Are you awake?" I was like, "Yes."
I was like, you need a moment. You need to step away and down a Monster, an energy drink, a NOS, something.
Does it turn you back on like right away, or?
I don't know what it is for me. It's kind of it's weird. I could have one at nighttime, like an hour before I go to bed, and I'll go to sleep just fine, like no problem.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm the type that have too much caffeine. I can't sleep at night.
You can't sleep, yeah. And see, I could do coffee just fine. I'm weird, but in the morning, if I have a coffee or if I have an energy drink, I'm perked up and let's go. So it's kind of it's I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. My body's just weird.
No, you're not. I know a few people that's just like that. They need their morning coffee. If they don't get it, they are like cranky the whole day. So. Yeah.
I've kind of been using it for those moments when I need that little bit of focus, because I've kind of picked up day trading and the hours start at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Yes, for your time. Yeah. Wow, that's very early.
That'll make it 1 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So wanted to give everybody a quick introduction. Everyone's probably, whoever's listening out there is like, okay, who is this lady that's talking with us? So if you can give us an introduction, who you are, where you're from, and yeah, go ahead, take it away.
All right. So my name is Anna. I am the marketing manager at Nooie. Nooie is a smart home brand that just pretty much started back in 2018 around April. It was started by two friends, and now for our company, we really believe in making smart home technology and devices into a warm tech form, which people can adopt and blend it into their everyday life. We don't believe in cold machine. We don't believe in cold equipment. So we always wanted to make our product looks warm, family loving, and fits into your everyday life. So that's a little, I guess, easy introduction of my background.
Definitely. I was looking behind me because I'm just like, where's the cameras that I was reviewing for Nooie, because you guys have some really cool stuff. I was like, I'm really big into making things easier when I'm at home. So something as simple like is like, oh, I got family coming over, and you want the house to smell nice, so you're spraying something around there. But you could do something simple like setting up a smart plug
Mm-hmm.
and plugging it into some kind of oil diffuser or wax burner or something, or even your for security cameras. I was messing with that 360 cam,
Yep.
and
All
I
time
thought that was,
favorite.
yeah, I thought it was cool when I was playing with it. I'm just like, okay, this is pretty neat. And I was trying to what I was doing was I was like swiping and lifting up, swiping and lifting up, and I'm like, man, I wish this thing would go faster. And then I think I put my finger on the screen, and then it started to move in that direction by itself. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on a second. Did I just figure something out here? So then I swiped to the other side and I kept my finger there, and it just kept moving. And I'm just like, that's cool. I'm like, okay, I just had to play with it a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, our camera have some really cool function and features, such as the one that you just mentioned. It's just like its name. Why did we name it Cam 360? It's because it goes 360. So it's a very fun feature for a lot of our pet owners, where they like to, control the cam while they're away from home. So they can kind of interact with their pets with the little movement of the cam itself. I mean, the cool thing about our cam is that it doesn't look scary. So most of the time, our users responded to us that their babies or their pets doesn't get scared of our camera when it's moving. But in the past, they had other products, which it kind of made it a little bit more scary or anxious
Mhm.
for pets, because maybe the cam itself is a little bit bigger, or the cam itself has a bigger movement that is not very smooth, I would say. So
Right.
it kind of scares the kids or the pets. So for our cam, it blends in very well. And I have a lot of bunny owners who just uh, take photos of them together, like side by side. So we get our cam, and they look like a little mini cam, a mini bunny on the side. So it's very, very cute. Yeah, and thank you for showing it. I'm sorry today I'm at my new house, so all the things are packed. I cannot bring out the review
All right.
sample for you guys to see. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
There's some really cool things that you mentioned there. I kind of wanted to touch on. So for one thing, this isn't the first time that Rojas and I together have had an opportunity to have a conversation with you. We actually got to talk to you at Techfluence as well, and there is I think a little clip of that up on the channel as well. But I think if I remember correctly, we talked about pets, and pets wasn't an industry that Nooie was originally going to be getting involved in. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how that came about?
Yeah, of course. So I guess when I first came on board, Nui was branding themselves as a smart home device company with warm tech security. But we weren't really, placing ourselves into any type of category. But baby monitor was a good category for us on Amazon. So that was the direction that we have been approaching for the longest time. Well, not too long, since we're still a very new brand. But once we figured that, we have some, pet owners that's also purchasing our products. One of the story that I remember very, very clearly is that I had a influencer who texted us through Instagram and said, "Oh, I just purchased your camera for two of my cats." They had 50K. They had over 50K followers on their channel. So I was very surprised that they would actually go, do their own research and purchase Nui, and they purchased it directly from Amazon. It was when they first purchased that, then we started to have further collaboration. But that kind of gave us I would say a alert where our products might play a really good placement in the pet industry. So that's when we started to look into working with a lot of pet influencers. We didn't think it was gonna go really fast. We have recruited over maybe hundreds of influencers now for pets, and they are a very good, I would say, a very good industry to go into, because it's very hot and it's trendy right now. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I did want to ask, how did Nui get their name? It's very unique, so I'm kind of curious. How did Nui get their name?
Okay, well, I mean, this story will be better when Sasha tells it. She's our
Okay.
co-founder, the designer, the head of the design of our team. But
Mhm.
I believe the story goes with she was working with her partner, which was the other co-founder of the brand. He just asked her, "Can you think of something to name our new baby?" So
Mhm.
it was a really hard task for Sasha, according to her, because she was a designer background and she doesn't, really go into these marketing type of things. But because this was their baby, right? So she wanted to name it for the best name that could be possible for this brand. So she went through a lot of names, I would say for a month or so. Everything was taken. So all the
Mhm.
names that she had in mind was taken. Then suddenly she thought about the sound of new, like it sounds like new and it sounds kind of cute. So how can we make the term new, sound very loving, cute, and warm? So she thought, oh, Nooie. All right. So it was kind of random how that popped up into her head. And then she went to check this name was available and then she booked it right away.
Nice.
I was looking at your, I guess I want to call it your mission statement on your website, and the second half says that you're on a mission to simplify, refine your life with warm tech. And I think that you guys are taking a really interesting approach. From a lot of your products that I've seen, it's really meant to fit into that modern lifestyle, the way we're designing our life to be compact, to be multifunctional. Did you want to just touch a little bit more on what warm tech means, because I think that that's a new term that you guys are really pushing, and I think that you guys are owning it very well. So I wanted to hear more about your concept about warm tech.
Okay, I'll speak for markets. We
Yeah.
really want to be able to for our customers that they can actually feel and connect with us. And like you mentioned, for the simplicity part, we feel like that's the beginning of a love, action of love for our customers, where they are able to just have enough of features, enough of the functions, from the products or from the app itself. We want to simplify their life. We want to be able to give them everything that they are looking for just in like one touch or a few touches. So that's something that we're going into. And for the warm tech part, like I mentioned in the very beginning of this interview, we don't want to produce cold machines. We really want our products to look loving, lifestyle. It fits into your modern home decor, and I think we do quite well on that. So that's
Mhm.
our definition on the warm tech.
Is there a certain level of artificial intelligence that goes into warm tech that makes it kind of intuitive to the end user or the consumer, that makes it warmer to them because it's I guess analyzing how they're using the product at all?
Yeah, I would say something that, quickly popped up in my head would be the voice feature. Our products can work with the Google Voice or Alexa Voice. So we had a story from a single father who told us that, we have our Aurora light bulb. Besides the security cameras, we also have a few products that lines into the home series. So we had our this father who uses our Aurora light bulb, which is a smart light bulb, to communicate with his son every day before bed. So he would be setting the timer to change the Aurora light bulb into different colors. For example,
Mhm.
like blue, right? When it turns blue at 7 p.m., it means he needs to go, wash up or, do his, night preparation to go to bed. And maybe at 8, the light turns into red. It means that, it's time for my father to tell me a bedtime story. So he actually developed a schedule with his son using our product. So that was a story that was very, very touching for our team, and
True.
I wanted to share with you guys.
You know
That's
that
awesome.
I'm a single father as well too,
Oh, wow.
and I have a very difficult time with my 13-year-old getting him to check the time. So I've bought him things like alarm clocks that project the time onto the ceiling, and he has his phone and he's playing his Xbox, and his Xbox has the time and his phone has the time, but he never knows the time. ever.
Yeah.
So when you're telling me that I could just set a schedule for a light bulb in his room, so he knows that when it's purple, he needs to get his butt showered or whatever, like that's amazing. I love that idea. He no longer has to go check for numbers. I can,
Mhm.
it's like a stoplight, red, green, yellow, whatever, go do these things. I love it.
And then I guess you also made it fun for him. You don't just be like,
Yeah.
hey, you gotta go do this and that. It's actually something that he can interact with, and you can set it to the colors that he likes. So it triggers, him to be liking this product and this interaction
Right.
with.
So when you're setting it up in the app, I can set it up with him beside me. All right, what color do you want it for when it's bedtime? And what color do you want it for when it's time to brush your teeth or that kind of stuff? I think that's pretty cool. So the app can also turn on by a certain time as well. So if it's when it's time to get up in the morning, start having your breakfast, get ready for school, it could be like the brightest yellow or white lights. I love those features. It makes so much sense, and it's so intuitive and innovative for something that I never knew that I needed.
And it kind of just blends into your life, and you'll get used to it. Become like a habit, but it's a good habit to have, I would say.
So I just have to ask,
Mhm.
are you just buying like the light bulb unit, or how do you make this smart? If I wanted to put that into, I guess, very basic, if I wanted to put it into my son's room, how much
Mhm.
work goes involved into setting up one of these light bulbs?
Okay. As a girl, usually girls are not very good with technology, but for me, it really just took me because I just set up the light bulbs at my new home. It really just took me like about 5 minutes if you have good internet. But one thing I have to point out is that because this is one of our earlier products, it would only be able to use the 2.4G network. It's not dual
Mhm.
brand. Dual banded, but that's
Mhm.
because before, when 5G wasn't as popular yet, 2.4G was the most stable network to have these type of products connected to.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, it really just takes about 3 to 5 minutes in my memory. Yeah.
So is there actual hardware besides the light bulb that you need to install?
Not at all. So basically, you kind of just have to twist the light bulb onto whichever the power socket for the light bulb, and then you mainly just control everything through your app
Amazing.
after connecting to the home Wi-Fi, right?
That's amazing. I love it.
And like I said earlier, you can connect it with the voice control, so Alexa or Google Voice can control your light bulb.
So I see that one of the products is the Nooie Home. Is that just an adaptation of Google Home or Amazon Alexa, or what makes that different from those products?
Oh, okay. In the beginning of our brand strategy, we were trying to separate the camera line with the home line, so that's why we had two. But after being on the market for a year or two, we thought our customer didn't really care; they want everything together. So we
Mhm.
decided to blend to merge cam into one. So last year around May, we launched a new app, the blue one. So if you search, you'll still be able to see a app called Nooie Cam, and there's another app called Nooie. But the Nooie Cam app is no longer updated. So the blue version should be the correct one that you use. So now all of our 7 products are blended into one app, which people can just go to one place and you have everything all in one. So it's much easier for them to use.
You know, 2021 is definitely the year for ecosystems when it comes to brands and applications and products. People like the ability just to have everything under one application or one roof. If we look at, brands like Apple, like Samsung, they have a lot of their own hardware and their own software, and they're able to do different things because it's into that one ecosystem. So I think it's really good that you guys are doing all these different products under the same ecosystem. And I don't think that there's really anyone that has that look like you guys do. It really does give it that nice modern look. And it looks like your ecosystem for that smart home tech really starts from when you get to the house,
Mhm.
because you start with that door cam. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I'm excited about all your products. I can't help it.
Of course, totally. I mean, to begin with, we started with the in-home camera. So our very first product, it's called the Indoor. It was a 720p. It was a lower featured camera. But after a while, we came out. We launched the 1080p. Then it had the 360, which Roha showed in the very beginning. It was kind of in the beginning, we didn't really know what we wanted. But we are slowly building our ecosystem the backwards. When we figured that, we had everything in house, we needed something, to monitor the outdoor as well. We had the outdoor cam too, but we had more indoor products. So we wanted to create more products that would help people monitor, the security of their outdoor. Especially now we are mostly in-house due to the pandemic. We thought about, launching a product like this during this time would definitely help, avoid or improve the home support security of our customers.
For sure.
I will say with I'm just showing the product out there for anybody that's watching the video. I will say with the packaging, it's very simple. It tells you exactly what you're getting. It gives you tons of information here. And like everything is like, just one of the things that I can't stand is when, especially for reviewers, when you take out the product and then you're trying to put it back in and it's impossible to close the box back up again. Like you guys have done an amazing job, just simply, like the way you package it. And it's very easy for like, for like, you just moved to a new house. And I could imagine if you had a bunch of light bulbs set up, cameras and everything at your old house, and you're just like, okay, where's my boxes? So I could repackage everything to keep everything safe. So I gotta say, you guys have done like a really, really good job. Now the one thing you guys were, I was going back and forth via email. I forget the other lady's name. Huh?
Julie, right? Was it Julie? Julie, our marketing director. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was Julie. And she was talking about the new doorbell that's coming. Or did it just drop already?
What do you mean? The doorbell was launched. I would consider that a soft launch back in July last year, but we are officially launching the doorbell this month.
This
So
month, right?
that's why I was so excited to be able to, coincidentally get on this interview with you guys at the month of us launching the doorbell, and it's the 1st of March. So it's like a big thing. Very excited for us. I had our team interview just 5 minutes before I came on here. They were like, oh, this interview will be so great, and please share the footages with them. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, definitely. So can you tell us about the Nooie Cam? I guess it's the Nooie Cam doorbell.
Yes. All right. So the Nooie Cam doorbell is one of our newest products. Like I mentioned earlier, it was launched in July. I guess it was introduced to the world globally because we launched it on Indiegogo. So it was shipping worldwide. But of course, because it's an Indiegogo crowdfunding project, I'm sure you guys know that it's not fully ready yet. Whenever it's first launched on Kickstarter platforms. So we took about half a year to refund, to figure out the problems, to collect a lot of customer feedbacks, existing customer feedbacks, and now we're trying to do our best to improve. And I think it's the right time to launch. And this March, I think it would be the perfect time to launch, where we have improved on our APP, we improved on the doorbell battery, we improved on a lot of things. So now we can fully launch this product in the US first. Right.
Awesome. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and show the doorbell here. This is the new doorbell, right?
Yes.
So right off the bat, like it continues the theme of simplicity, of making it blend in with your home. I love how nice it looks. So how is this different from other video doorbells then?
So for this specific doorbell, first I would like to mention that it is a 2K doorbell, so it's not a 1080p.
Nice.
It's a lot clearer, on the image compared to other doorbells that's currently on the market. And also it has a very large battery capacity. It is a 10,000 for the specific doorbell battery. And other features such as, I would say, motion detection. That's something people really want. Wherever there's a movement or there's a action in front of their house, it'll be able to track it and detect the movement of it. And I think some other really cool features. This product, I would say it's in our app, where we are able to have all of our cameras showing in multi-feature streaming. So if you have, like say 4 cameras from Nooie with a doorbell, you can view 5 of these products at once. So I mean, like, besides the product feature itself, we've had some of the really cool, simplified, or very needed and demanded features added to our Nooie app.
Yeah, I think that it's amazing the stuff that you're able to create. A 2K camera for your doorbell and still keep it under $200 is, I think it's an achievement. We see a lot of these cameras on the market that are well over that price point that are not delivering 2K footage. A lot of them are not having certain features like your cloud. How does your cloud storage work? Does that go through the app as well?
Yes. So if you're using the Nooie app, you're able to purchase or sign up for the cloud service directly from the app itself. But as you brought up the cloud feature, I also want to point out that another really cool feature about our doorbell that's different than other doorbell that's currently on the market is that we give the options of using the SD card. So you don't even have to, pay for the cloud. If, some people doesn't believe in the monthly type of, expense for this type of products, then you can just have everything operated on an SD card. You can just use one SD card that could be rotating, or you could be editing or taking footages in and out of it. Then that could save you a lot of trouble as well. A lot of our customers really like that feature, and it's not just for our doorbell; it's on all of our cameras as well.
What's the memory capacity on those SD cards? Like, what's the most that you could put in?
Right now, it's to 128 gigabyte. It's the most we could do.
That's still good. That's really good. That's still really good.
Yeah, it gives you about, I would say, 1 to 2 months without doing anything. And if you have the rotating feature turn on, then it just wipes out the old history that you didn't want. It'll just continue to rotate.
Now so I've experienced with other cameras where I'm trying to delete like old footage. I'm just like, I'm like, where I live sometimes, well, actually where we live in California, sometimes it gets really windy.
Oh.
And I'll get, sometimes I'll get false alarms from a tree moving back and forth. And so is there a way where I could say, hey, I want to delete all these specific videos, or do I need to reformat the entire chip?
To be exactly on this question, I might need to go back to to our tech team to figure out. But according to the app that I have used in the past, I believe you don't need to format again. It should just be an option that you can just select whichever. But most of our customers like to keep it on rotation because they don't really want to bother to go in there to edit anything. But if you want to take a specific footage out, I'm pretty sure you're able to do that.
If you are recording directly to the SD card, you're able to access that same footage through the app as well?
For our SD card, you're able to watch playback through our app as well. But I believe cloud has better features where you can keep the footage, or you can constantly go back and forth with it. Where the SD card might just be one place where it stores all of your footage type of thing.
Right. How difficult is it to install something like this doorbell? I see that on the website. It also mentions that it has anti-theft features, which is not something I've heard of from other doorbells that I've checked out. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So the doorbell itself, I did I guess I installed it twice in my life. Working for like marketing videos or working on just creating some sort of footages for our partners. I think the first time it took me a little longer. It was about 7 to 8 minutes, the whole installation. But the second time it was less than 5 minutes. It was really like how it's advertised. But for the connection wise, the whole thing probably take less than 10 minutes to get everything set up, for doing it, installing it outside of your door, and also installing it to the connected to the Wi-Fi or the app.
So is it kind of the same theme with all of your products where there's no wires, no holes to drill? It's really, you just need to stick it on, connect it to the Wi-Fi, and you're good to go?
So for this doorbell, you need to drill holes for it, on the wall, but it is very easy installation if you're able to have like, electronic screwdriver type of thing. It's quite easy. But for the other cameras, we don't have them on battery. Everything else is operated on wire. The doorbell, it's the first product that we have it operated on battery. Yes.
Cool.
So I do want to ask this question now, since you mentioned the battery on the doorbell. There's a lot of security cameras that people can put around, and you do have one security camera that you could put around the house. That's also, you also have to hardwire that one too, right, to get power?
Yeah. So all the cameras currently are all hardwired.
Okay. Do you know if you guys in the future will be looking into any kind of like solar panel or anything like that to keep it charged?
I like that you asked that. We do have plans upcoming, and I think you guys will see some new products coming out this summer. We are preparing it, so just give us a little bit of more patience. It will most likely be launched in summer.
Awesome. Reason why I asked, because I've been testing certain cameras with solar panels. I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but so far, everything that I've tested with a solar panel hasn't been that good. It's been okay, where like a set that I'm currently testing, it'll take maybe, I think I plugged everything in when it was down to 30% each battery pack. And I did it on purpose. I'm like, let me set them all at 30%. Let me set the solar panels at different places around the house, different angles, so the sun hits it at different times of the day, and I want to see which one charges faster. And yeah, I think one of them, one of them with full sun, I think it took like 3 or 4 days. One of them with not full sun, but like, I guess 80% sun, it took almost a week.
Wow.
And then the one with partial sun, well, I still haven't hit 100% yet. And it's been about a week and a half.
But I think it's a little bit different with using it with doorbells though, Rojas, because they don't use consistent power. They're really off a proximity sensor as well too, right?
Yeah, it actually, I mean, for the battery, I'm just speaking from the battery version. It actually, like all the like motion detections or the features that you use also triggers, how much battery you use. So I think it's really a matter of how you use the doorbell or how you set it up. That would also change, how much the battery gets charged or how quickly the battery gets charged. And another thing I know about, it's also, the application itself. It also might create a little bit of, more usage of the battery. It's not just the product. The app itself also, use the battery as well.
Yeah, and I'm more, I think with doorbells, I think for the most part, you put the battery in there. They're very easy to install in and out. I think with the solar panel, I'm more interested in the actual cameras outside of the doorbell. Just because those things, you would want them if you put them outside of your house. And I know there's one here, the outdoor, where is it, Nooie Cam Outdoor. It looks like a great product, and it has like all the weather features and everything that, something that you would want. So yeah, I'm just curious how, it's good to know that there is a solar panel option coming. So I know
that, but we have something like that in mind in our plan. We do have a lot of customers that's asking for it as well. We have, our internal Facebook fan group, which we have a lot of customers every day wanting to having a solar type of product from Nooie. But our product team is working on it. Hopefully in the future there will be one, but I'm not sure yet of the one that's coming out this summer, but it will be a very good product. Hope you guys look forward to it.
Of course. Actually, that's something that I wanted to ask you about. How do you guys stay innovative, right? So one of the things you just mentioned is that you have like an internal fan group, but where do a lot of your ideas come from, and how do you accept customer feedback, and how does that process look like where it'll turn into the next generation of Nooie products?
That's a very, very good question. So I guess I would say in the past, maybe before 6 months ago, we didn't really interact with our customers that much. Like we had all the products that's already planned out, or that's already, our designer or our product team had in mind already. So we didn't really ask for a lot of our fans or customers' opinions. But 6 months ago, we see a tremendous growth of our Facebook group. So we have a community on there, where now we have almost 2,000, real fans, where they contribute a lot of feedbacks, a lot of negative pros and cons, good positive stuff. They're very open with us, and we really like that. And started February, we started to run a fans meeting called Nooie Connect, where we would invite a lot of our super fans or top fans to join an interview with us, kind of like this one, where we can ask them a lot of questions. We will build, say, about 5 to 6 questions where we really want to know their opinions on, such as, how do you introduce Nooie to your friends? Or, what's the next product you really want to see from Nooie? So we figure these things out with our fans now. But I don't think it was done, say, 6 months ago, but we are trying to create this very connected fan relationship for this year. And this is something that we're going to be continue to do. And we feel like this will play a big part in Nooie's future accomplishments or success.
For sure. Social media does play a very big role in how brands grow in modern day and age, right? We look at some of the biggest companies that we've talked to in Techfluence, and some of their most successful things have been things like Instagram campaigns and social media campaigns. And you hear a lot of, I guess, buzzwords or buzz sentences like, we are the number one fill in the blank brand on Instagram, or you know what I mean? So it is definitely, people are more connected on social media than they ever been before. So do you guys have programs on social media where, the everyday person can I guess refer a friend, or is that more for your influencers?
Oh, yes, that's also a really good question. So from February, we created some programs that we can have influencers to work with us to earn commission, to earn rewards. But we also want to give the same compensation to our fans as well. So yes, we do have that program running. So affiliate program is now up and running for Nooie. We will have application available on our website in the future for our fans or our influencers to apply for.
That's awesome. Now, if you said something about one of the questions was how to introduce Nooie to somebody who doesn't know. So how would you introduce Nooie to somebody who's brand new into this?
For me, I think I would say, why wouldn't you want this product at your house? I think that's the first thing that would go up in my mind, because it's a very loving, cute, modern decor type of products to put at your house. You need a security camera. Now everyone probably have one at their home. Then why not have the most beautiful or nice looking product there at your home? I would go with the design. Normally that's how I go for it, because I think people are smart enough now to search all the specs or all the features online on their own. So something I feel that's eye-catching, and I feel people are very visual, then I think design will be a really good good entering point for me to introduce this to them. Yeah.
That's cool. That's super cool. Now, you did mention something's coming out in the summer. Is there anything else that you can mention of what else is coming? I like to get some sneak peeks, so I'm gonna ask.
So in the beginning, you guys mentioned about how we became, more popular in the pets industry. So in the future, besides what we're already doing, we will be focusing on, producing baby products and pets products. So, we're actually going to take this to the next step where before we're not categorizing these things, but now we are going to have products that's specifically in this category in the future. And it should happen within this year. So, yeah, it's very quick. I mean, we really want to accomplish a lot for 2021, knowing that, 2020 is already in history and we want to make friends and, make a better future for us, for everyone.
Well, we're already what, a quarter of the way through this year.
No,
It's
can you believe it's already March 1st today? It's crazy.
so by the end of this year, we could have Nooie giving our pets treats. I'm just saying, maybe hypothetically, you don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Now you're gonna get me all excited about what else you guys are coming down the pipeline. I love, like I was saying earlier, I love smart homes. I have like I think when all these smart home products started coming out, there was a lot of people that were, or a lot of companies that were like, hey, let's get fit into this category and this niche. And so, when you're building smart home, I have this company taking care of that and this company taking care of this. And so it's almost like a just several different companies taking care of multiple things. I like how you guys are providing a lot of stuff that you could just go, it's almost like a one-stop shop. Like if you want your cameras, it's right here. If you want your smart plugs, it's right here. If you want some lights, it's right here. So I think it's really smart. And then especially now that you're some of the stuff that you can't really tell us, but I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm excited myself because I'm a big pets owner. Like I have 2 dogs, and like working for this company, knowing that there are big pet lovers. This brand really do a lot of nice, I would say friendly things. We work with a lot of nonprofit as well, nonprofit pets organization where we sometimes join their donation or some sort of activities that they need our support with. So we don't just try to do this for our own or for the fans. We also like to give back to the society and also be very environmental friendly. Like earlier you mentioned about our packaging, it's very easy, and started from the Doorbell package. We're actually using eco-friendly packaging as well. So I kind of wanted to point that out, that we are slowly making our way through, trying to cover every part where we could be a support of. Yeah,
Definitely.
Sounds like you guys are starting to create not just products for a smart home, but for a smart life and all the different life stages that we go through as people. So, for instance, Rojas just got a puppy, so there was more puppy product. Yep.
I did. I got my second puppy in January.
What'd you get?
I got another toy poodle because my other one is a toy poodle, and he doesn't accept other other dogs as well. So I got another one. Oh my gosh! Oh, that is so cute.
She's a boxer shepherd. She's 3.5 months.
Yeah, my new puppy likes to lay on the leg like that too. Like,
really? I think it's hilarious.
It is.
But
so
yeah, she's about 24 pounds, I think, right now.
Wow,
3.5 months.
Mine's small.
She's gonna get pretty big. Let's see if this one clears up.
Oh, look, that puppy eye, so cute. Welcome to the dog dad world. It's gonna be a blast. You're gonna love it.
That's my only child right now.
So what I was kind of getting to is that your prices are really reasonable, but in the future, could we see bundles around life stages? So, oh, you just bought a house. Here's a starter kit to get you started. Doorbells, smart plugs. Oh, you just got a new puppy. Here's a starter kit for your new puppy. Oh, you got a new baby. Here's a starter kit for your new baby.
Well, you know what? I have never thought of that way, but we do have bundles currently running. But you just gave me a really good idea. I think we're
That's what
gonna
I
do
do.
that.
What I do.
I thought I saw you reach out for a pencil. I'm like, wait a minute.
Maybe
Yeah,
you should
that
do the interviews and welcome to the Nooie team. Just team.
yeah, I'll tell you this. Next Level and I have worked with several people, several companies, and we've helped several companies, like definitely with their marketing and with their exposure and stuff like that. You know, if you ever need us for anything, we could definitely talk offline.
We actually had one interview where we connected a robotics company with a 3D printing company that was doing 3D printing with copper. So that was a really good connection. When we were talking earlier about, solar panels, my mind was already going because we did an interview with GoSun, who was also a Techfluence, and they were really good with their solar products. So my mind was going, I'm trying to just see where we can connect the dots, but I really liked the owner from GoSun, and their products seem really cool. So who knows what can happen if you guys, see what happens behind the scenes.
Totally. We would love, doing any type of collaboration, joint name, opportunities. I think it's fun, especially nowadays. No one can, walk or go far on their own. I think it's all about teamwork, all about, partnership. So I think it's a great idea that you guys are thinking for your interviewees, that, putting them together.
Yeah.
Really,
If I could pitch a product to both of you guys, if it was GoSun and Nooie, it
yeah.
would be a solar paneled camera that would watch my campground while I sleep and give me alerts so the bears don't get my food. I'm just saying, that's what it would be.
So you have bears coming through your place. You should get some cameras shipped to you so you could capture these footages.
Yeah.
That's what I'm camping, not where I live. There's no bears, right? At least I hope not.
I see. Oh, I thought you live like near a campground or something.
Yeah, well, GoSun does some really good products for like a mobile kitchen. They make all different kinds of things like mobile ovens, mobile fridges and freezers, and they really make it so that no matter where you go, even if you don't have power, you can still do everything you would do in your house.
Yeah, I mean, that you raised a really good point, because we do have some customers where they asked us that, after the pandemic, they're deciding to live on the road, like they want to do van life. So we had our customers who also questioned us that, if we're gonna ever make any products that's gonna be on, like you said, solar panel, or maybe run on GPS, or run on some sort of, data that they can, take and go with them. So we are also thinking about that. We're keeping that need in mind.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. I could see this conversation going so far right now.
Totally. I mean, I enjoy talking to you guys, especially knowing that you guys know our product pretty well. I think you guys know our products quite well. So
Well, I haven't had one personally yet to try out. So
yeah, we should get some, over for you to experience, and you can be on. You can understand what Rojas is trying to say.
Yeah. I've definitely been playing with them and testing them out, and I've had subscribers ask me like, hey, where could I get it? Where can I get the links? And so I'm always like, here, check them out on Amazon. Here's their website. I know you guys have on your guys' website, you guys do have a code LOVEX10 for save 10% off on Aurora and Nooie Cams 360s, the twin pack. So if anybody's interested, we're going to leave all this information in the description below so that we guys could find their website. And yeah, so is there anything else before we wrap up, Anna, on anything that you want to say, anything that you want to close us out with, so that way the subscribers could find you guys?
I think you guys covered a lot for me. Like, you guys led me, into really good talking points. So for now, no. But if there's anything, I would love to, add on later. But us up to now, I think we covered a lot, and I'm just really happy that you guys are so supportive. And you guys, I can tell, you guys introduce our products to your friends and subscribers. So that's very very thankful from us.
we're always excited to see what you guys are up to, what you guys are bringing out. We love the idea that you guys are doing things like the Indiegogo campaigns. You have your internal Facebook platform to really listen to what your customers are asking for. We're going to leave all the information in the description below. We always ask for everyone who's listening to the podcast, for anyone who's watching the videos, make sure you leave us a review, a comment. Let us know what maybe your favorite Nooie product is. And there could be other discount codes in the description as well. We definitely are looking forward to this summer because Anna has hinted at some possible news. So maybe we'll have her back on the show to showcase some of the new products coming out in the summer.
Yeah, I mean, another just quick thing to add, if you guys want to win some cool products from us, join our social media. We have monthly draw of winners every month for you to have a chance to win a product from us.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll make sure to put that. We'll pass that information along for everybody, and make sure you guys do follow them. Again, who doesn't like free products? Come on.
So let's get them shipped over to Next Level first.
Definitely. So Anna, we just want to say thank you for coming on to the show. We appreciate you being here and giving some good information out to our listeners. And yeah, everybody stay tuned to the next episode. You never know who's going to stop by. You never know what we're going to be talking about. Get yourself some cool products from Nooie. So they got some great stuff there. So yeah, you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.